everyone, my name is Chelsea and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing TBR to be rolled. So this is gonna go a little bit different, and let me just sort of explain. I read 53 books last month. 45 of them were manga for the 30 and 30, and like I went above and beyond, obviously. And then 8 of them were books, novels, nonfiction, short stories, things like that. So like I read so much more than I would normally read, and yet at the same time I'm feeling like I didn't accomplish enough because I didn't finish my TBR. This is just a weird thing for me, and so I have a ton of things that like I want to get done by the end of the year. I have book club things, I have arcs, I have a lot of things that I want to do, but at the same time I'm feeling a little bit burnt out and a little bit like I really want to mood read. I love making TBRs, but I also just like I don't know what I'm in the mood for, so I want to like sort of allow myself to do that. Also, I'm in the middle of 2 books already in October. I'm filming this on the 2nd, like we're literally only 2 days in. I started 2 different books yesterday, 1 audiobook, 1 ebook, and part of that is also because I wanted to read those. So like I'm feeling really good about it. I didn't film this TBR earlier because we went out for the weekend, for the long weekend, because the kids did not have school on Friday, and I loved it. We had a great family time. I will have a vlog up later, more like family home video style, and it was amazing, but that is the weekend I would normally film my TBR. So what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking all the things all at once, is we're gonna try a mini TBR. We're gonna roll the ball twice today and pick 2 books that I actually actively want to read that hopefully fit the prompts and cards and things that we pull up. And then when I finish those, we'll come back and do another mini TBR. I'm hoping to do 2 to 3 of these this month in October. So we're gonna just play the game smaller but more often for this month and see how that works. If it's something that you guys like and something that works well for like when I don't know what I want to read, because I want to do everything all at once, this might be something that we go towards. Instead of doing a whole big TBR, we do mini TBRs and play throughout the month. Like as soon as I finish the 2 books that we're gonna pick today, I'm gonna film another one. Elliot is the one that is here with us today because Presley is currently at school. Normally I'm gonna film these on the weekend because he now is in school, and so he's not here during the weekdays early enough to film. So it's just gonna be Elliot, but we're gonna have fun with that. And I'm not gonna get into everything that I read last month. I will do 2 wrap-ups, 1 for manga, 1 for not manga. Just know I didn't finish my TBR. I think there was 3 books that I technically did not finish out of the 8 that I picked. I did read some manga that would have fit the challenges. So like I read an arc of a manga. I actually read 2 manga arcs that could fit for the arc prompt that I picked instead. So like I have things that I could switch out. I also don't know how much money I'm supposed to be saving right now. I think I said I read 53 things and I did not read 3 things. So I think I'm supposed to save like $56, which takes me to like 160 something, which is amazing. But I have not done that yet either. So yeah, we're gonna try a mini TBR. We're still gonna roll the ball, or Elliot was saying she wants to kick the ball, so we might do that as well. But we're only gonna do it twice today, and we're still gonna do the cards. We're still gonna do everything like normal, except for orange maybe, because this is the least mood ready I can do. We'll see how that works if that comes up. But yeah, let me know what you think, because I'm gonna try and do a couple of these. Like I said, I'm hoping for at least 2 to 3 mini TBRs this month to sort of let me read things that I want to read and pick more based on my mood, because it changes a lot. That was enough rambling for a mini TBR. Let's jump into it. Elliot, are you ready to help me?
Yeah.
Okay, kick it this way. Over here. Over to mommy. This way. Okay, go. Kick. What color? Yellow. Okay, so roll number 1 is yellow. These are going to be cards that Elliot's going to pick. She's very excited. That are related to format of book, age group of book, and genre of book. So I like this a lot. I'm gonna shuffle a little bit because I have not shuffled. I mean, I haven't shuffled since last time. I do not know what's in here. But okay, she's ready. You ready? Pick a card.
Yay!
Oh, that's 2 cards. Which one do you want?
This.
Okay, it says young adult.
Yo-yo.
Yellow.
Yay! Yo-yo.
Yay, yellow. Okay, so now I need to pick a young adult book. I'm going to cheat just a little bit because one of the books that I started reading is young adult. I'm currently listening, just a second baby girl, to Blue Lily Lily Blue by Maggie Stiefvater on audio. This is a reread for me, but it is something that I have been wanting to read. I started the reread of The Raven Boys and The Dream Thieves earlier this year, and I just did not get to finish because I have not finished the series. I have never read The Raven King. So I'm going to say Blue Lily Lily Blue because I've already started it on audio. I'm 20% in. I just started it yesterday, and I think that is something that I definitely want to read. It is young adult. I'm going to finish it soon, so hopefully that means this little mini TBR thing that we're doing, we will get to do another one sooner rather than later. So, yes. Okay. Roll again. It's green. And then roll number 2 is green. These are challenge prompts, which means I'm actually very excited for them. They're one of my favorite things in the game. We don't get them very often, and I'm curious to see what we're gonna get and how my mood is going to direct me. Okay, Elliot is back. We're gonna do a green card. Okay, pick one. Oh, going for the top of the stack with a couple cards. So again, you gotta pick one.
Mama, hey.
This one or this one?
Show.
Show that one? Okay. The one she almost picked was a standalone. That would have been good. Instead, here, you hold it. I'll show the camera. She picked an unhaul book. Can you say unhaul?
No.
No? Okay. It is green. Good job.
Mama.
An unhaul book. A book that I'm not too sure about that I think I'm going to unhaul. And I personally want to pick something that I either want to read, or I guess this could be a very good thing to pick something that I have really just been doubting, and because of the fact that I want to mood read, I'm either going to unhaul it quick or really love it. Like, I feel like with the way that my mood is going, I need to pick something that I have been thinking of unhauling, but like, hopefully I'll know pretty quick if I actually want to read it or not. Okay, let me take a look at my shelves. So I'm technically still filming, but I'm debating. Pick one.
This one?
Okay, thank you.
Fine.
You can escape if you want. Okay, decision has been made. We're gonna go with Whisper of Death by Christopher Pike. So, part of the reason I picked this is I knew if I was going for something that I wanted to potentially DNF or unhaul, that kind of thing, I needed young adult. I'm not reading young adult as often, so I do have quite a bit of young adult things on the TBR, and I just haven't been reaching for them as much. Like, I almost always pick something that's more adult. So, in general, looking for something that I was potentially thinking of unhauling, young adult was the section. The reason I picked Christopher Pike is twofold. One, they are short, very short, so this is something I should be able to read very quickly, but I also know that I have read some things by him that I have DNF'd very quickly because of problematic elements. These are books that came out like in the 90s and early 2000s. I want to say, to me, he's on par with like R.L. Stine, like very, very popular, but was more young adult. Has some adult style books as well, whereas like I remember reading a lot of R.L. Stine Goosebumps stuff, which is like middle grade, and then he did have like Fear Street, which was young adult. This book specifically came out in 1991. So I have read some stuff by Christopher Pike that I've absolutely loved. I have a series that I've been reading by him that I have not finished the last book because it was hard to get a hold of, because they are used. Obviously, they're things that are usually out of print, but like the Final Friend series, I really enjoyed the first 2 books. I want to eventually reread those and finish the series, and so I have a few things from him either on my TBR or I've read them and they're on my shelves. I don't fully remember everything if I've read it or not, because this is somebody that I was reading when I was younger and then picking up used copies as I found them eventually. So it is also possible that I have read this, but according to Goodreads, it's on my TBR. I have not read it. According to Goodreads, who knows? So it's on my shelf, and like I said, I have read some ones also by him that are very problematic. Like there's one about a guy who like watches girls change in the locker room. I did not like that. There was another one that I can't remember the titles of either of these books actually, but there was another one where the main character that we're following was just very like bully-y to everybody, like very fat phobic and all this kind of stuff, and I don't know if it was like just the character or these were written back in the 90s, that kind of thing. And so very easy to DNF when those kind of things pop up. So twofold, this should be short, and if I like it, great. This is going to be some sort of horror. I will look at the back in just a second. Or I will find things that I just really, really don't like and DNF very, very quickly. So I think that'll be great. This is called Whisper of Death. Did I mention that? I think I did. Roxanne and Pepper are a teenage couple with problems. They leave their small town for a weekend to try and solve them. They don't really succeed, and when they return home, they find their town empty. They call other towns. They find the whole world empty. But eventually they discover 3 other kids their age who are still alive in the town. They cannot imagine why the 5 of them seem to be the only ones left of the entire human race. They have only one thing in common. They were each directly or indirectly involved in the death of Betty Sue, the plain, shy girl who committed suicide only a short time ago. Betty Sue, the quiet, brilliant girl who wrote short stories about each of them, stories of hate, of revenge, of death in a dead world. It makes them wonder who Betty Sue really was, or what Betty Sue was. So we'll see, because again, this could go either way. I also just remembered I actually have a copy of Blue, so I can show you. I am going to read these 2 books hopefully very quickly, because I'm already reading this one and this one is short, and I will then come back and do more rolls after. I just feel like this gives me a little bit more freedom to mood read and figure things out as we go along. Let me know what you think, but we're going to start with these 2 books. And so yeah, that is going to be it for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more videos. I do have videos coming out Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays, so I will see you then. Bye! Ready? Oh, it's blue!
Yeah, yeah.
Again? Okay. Oh, kick it again. Oh, it's red!
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, again. Kick it. Purple.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, again. It's
Chicken.
orange.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
ready. Boop. It's